So as school is approaching, I've gotten a lot of questions from people who are like, I'm different, I'm like punky, or I'm goth, or I'm emo, or I'm into cosplay, or anime, or whatever it is. And people at my school don't really respect that, and they're all such dicks and assholes, but I really want to have friends. What do I do, even though I hate everyone I go to school with? First of all, in life, there are only so many things you can control and change. And you can't control the population of your high school. Obviously, you know that. What you can control is how you view that population. And this is not just high school. This is going to be college, your office, your boyfriend's family. Like, everywhere you go, you're going to have to decide, am I going to make this group my enemy, or am I going to try to make them sort of my friends? So if you're going into high school or whatever with the attitude that everyone's a jerk and they suck and they don't respect you, don't be surprised that you don't have any friends, because that attitude projects. You're a teenager, you know that there's nothing more transparent than someone who has no respect for you. You guys get it all the time. Adults don't respect you, they talk down to you, they act like you're stupid, like you don't understand things, and it really sucks. But if you're giving that same kind of attitude towards your classmates, they're not going to respond any better to it. And I know it becomes like this whole cycle of like, well, they're mean to me, so why should I be nice to them? This is what my mom used to say to me when I got locked in this situation in sophomore year of college, actually, with my sorority sisters. That's a whole separate story. She's like, you can be right or you can be happy. And someone needs to be the hero in this situation. And what that means is, yeah, maybe the people at your school are complete jerks and they're small-minded. But how is hating them going to make you happier? It's not. So what you need to do is make the best of a bad situation. And by being the hero, that means you have to take the first step towards finding common ground with these people, and therefore towards making friends and benefiting yourself. I'm not saying this just to be like, everyone needs to get along. Fuck that. I don't at all believe everyone needs to get along. I think it's very bizarre that the country is trying to send that message. No other time in world history have different like tribes of people been expected to like come together and be all friends. It's not human nature. Anyway, I digress. So what this means is, how do you take that first step? Well, you should sit down with yourself and have a very long conversation about just how mainstream you're willing to be. Like I've said before, I am very emo and punky and like dark and twisty, but that is not my public persona. Why? It doesn't work. I get a lot better social results. I get invited to more parties. I get hit on by more guys. I make more friends. I'm more approachable when I put out a slightly toned down version of that. So instead of leading with this different, unique part of myself, I lead with the more mainstream part because it's there. It's there in all of us. And it's actually, I thought, this is going to be selling out. But in fact, it's almost better because then that part of myself it's for me. It's private and it's not opened up to ridicule and judgments and like weird looks. And like I can listen to my chem in my weird ass outfits and red eyeliner in my house and be happy. And I have a few friends who I can do that with. They're not my main huge group of friends, but I can fulfill that part of my personality without it being my entire persona. So sit down and ask yourself, do you really need to have green hair? Do you really need to have all those piercings? Hey, if you want to, go for it. Do you fly the freak flag? But don't spend the next 4 years wondering why you're not cheer captain or prom queen. I know it's not fair. I know it's not fair, but it's realistic. And you know, guys, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to tell it like it is and tell you how to get to where you want to be. So if you want to be the cheer captain prom queen, you're going to have to make some sacrifices in the name of popularity and public opinion. It's just like a candidate running for office. You have to think of yourself as like selling yourself to the masses of your high school. And this doesn't mean, like I said, that you are just denying who you are and not being true to yourself. But when we're teenagers, we think that every part of who we are needs to be broadcast. He needs to know I like him. She needs to know I hate him. They need to know what kind of music I like. They need to know if I'm kind of attracted to girls. And that's not the way it is. You can keep a lot of your personality just for you, and that makes it more sacred. If you guys have more questions on this, I'm happy to answer them. Leave them in the comment section. And I know you guys have been sending me emails. I literally have 4,000, and I am just overwhelmed. So send me a DM on Instagram or a comment on Instagram, and I will get to it. No need to keep commenting on a picture. Be like, read it, read it, read it. I will read it. I will read it. I promise. I will get there. Okay?